Aha, we're back. We have another beer from Tatamagouche Brewing Company. Where'd my bottle opener go? That's always good. How do I keep misplacing this fucking thing? You guys definitely want to see me do this. Well, we use this one, I guess. Anyway, hello, hi. We got a beer. So this is Tatamagouche Brewing's Solitude Imperial Stout, barrel aged. Okay. This is the second time they've done this. So this one is bourbon barrel aged, I believe. Let's just go to their website and check out what they say, because they don't really say anything on. Yeah, they don't say anything on the label other than the alcohol and the usual stuff. But yeah, 11.5% alcohol by volume, by the way. So let's just do a quick share here. Share screen, go like that. Share, and here we are. Okay, so Solitude Barrel Aged Imperial Stout, the second version of Solitude, like I said, brewed specifically for the 10th birthday celebration of Tatamagouche Brewing. I don't need any tasting notes, blah, blah, blah. Looks like a lot of that. Find your solitude reminiscing of the days gone by and dreaming of tomorrow's. Sure. Water, malt, hops, yeast, wheat, and barley in this. And again, 11.5% alcohol by volume. What was it? The first one was, instead of bourbon barrels, they were aged in cognac barrels. And I believe at that point, they told us like how long it was done for as well. They don't this time around, so who knows how long this was aged. I assume it had some significant, like half a year to a year or something like that. Like, we're not talking innocent gun. We aged it on oak staves for 3 weeks or whatever the fuck, right? I'm assuming Tatamagouche had this aged fairly well on whatever bourbon barrels they got. I don't even know what bourbon barrels they would have got. Who knows? It'd be nice if they could disclose those sort of things. Anyway, yeah, looking forward to getting into this. I didn't have to, but when you do an order with Tatamagouche, you either have to have multiples of 12 when it comes to cans, or multiples of 6 when it comes to the bottles. So I could have got other bottles of stuff that I had before, but I just figured, why not? Let's just get 6 of these. So, I mean, it's Tatamagouche. They're almost always really good to excellent. And I don't figure they're going to fuck up an Imperial Stout. So I was like, you know what? I'll invest in 6. Why not? I'll take the risk there. And, maybe I'll sit on one of them or something. Who knows? We'll see. Age it for a year or something. So I'm not expecting necessarily a big hit here. We'll see. I get a little bit of one there. That's not bad. Okay. 11.5%. So their old one was, by the way, it was stronger. It was 12% or 12 something percent. So not big variation in strength here compared to the first one. That's pretty much motor oil. Pretty jet black looking. Very dark. I'm not getting a lot of light coming through. Yeah, that's yeah, not getting much. It's pretty thick. And that head is a nice tan head. So that definitely looks the part of a nice meaty Imperial Stout. Let's get right into the aroma. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. Mmm. Oh my God. Okay. I have not smelled a beer like this in quite some time. I can't remember the last time I had like an Imperial Stout that was worth the shit. That's the problem. I don't really remember beers as much anymore. They don't like I have plenty of like really great beers, but for some reason they don't stick in the memory as like some of the old classics I had, like Parabola and Tin Fitty and stuff like that. But this is bringing back memories, specifically Tin Fitty. Holy crap. Okay. There's just a ton of chocolate, a ton of vanilla, some sort of like figgy, datey, dark fruit kind of thing in the corner, cocoa powder. Mm. Oof. It's so smooth, though. It smells so sweet and so smooth. God damn, I could just smell this all day. It's so good. Mm. That chocolate, it's like really dark chocolate too, like that really decadent, like 90% coca in it. Ugh. Okay, I got to stop myself from just sniffing on this for 12 minutes. We're gonna go to the taste. Cheers. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the caramel and chocolate notes that come out right at front are so big. They're sweet, but they're not cloying. They're just intense. Like you get this like intense, like how you can, especially around Christmas time, you get the chocolate liquor kind of candies. Like, oh, here's our Guinness chocolates or whatever the fuck, right? Um, or here's our like whiskey chocolates or whatever the fuck. That's probably even a better thing to compare this to. You get a lot of that. So those will tend to be like they'll tend to be like chocolate caramel infused with whatever flavors from the whiskey. And usually that's like a big vanilla, big caramel, big fruity kind of a thing, and you're getting all of that in here. It might like my mouth feels right now like I just had one of those liquor candies, liquor chocolates, whatever the fuck the official names for them are. Big dark fruit, like those different notes that come together and they give this impression of mm, just like almost a red wine kind of dark fruitiness. Yeah, almost grape. Yeah, almost like a red grape. Oh my god! And it finishes pretty good dryness. It's not super bitter, but like you can tell that there is definitely something going on there just to like kind of balance out a little bit with the maltiness. Body on this, I'd say medium. So my friend Paul P. Brutus would say bit thin. Um, for me, though, a normal human being, not a who's not a Sasquatch, um, I like it. I think it's appropriately thick enough. Mm, my God, I now let's see what they say. Let's move to the let's go back to the Tatamagouche thing and actually go through the tasting notes a little bit here, really quick, to see if what I was thinking match up. So let's go here. Strong sipper, yeah. The alcohol, 12%. By the way, you get a little bit of warming, but it ain't there. There's no alcohol burn. There's just like a general warmth in the background, but it's not. There's no like, oh, we're hitting your gag reflex right away, baby. Like it's nothing like that. So chocolate and caramel, like I said, okay, yeah. Dried fruit that works as well. Um, Vanilla and oak. Yes, I am getting a bit of the woodiness. I should have mentioned that. That's basically the dryness, probably mixing a bit with alcohol astringency in the background there. The vanilla I mentioned, definitely there. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty happy with. I'm pretty happy with that. This is exceptional. I think I'm definitely going to age one of these. Holy fuck! I got 5 left. I don't know how long I'm going to live, so I'm not going to do like. I don't want to sound morbid, but you never know these days. I'm in my mid 40s. Who knows? But so I'm not going to go with like if people have been following me for years. Remember, I did the whole Chimay Blue aging project where I aged like one Chimay Blue, or I aged several Chimay Blues for what was a period of like I can't even remember how long I did. Was it 3 years? I think I did something like that, 3 to 4 years, something like that. Anyway, I'm not gonna risk doing that with these. I think I am gonna put one away though. I've got 5 left, like I said. I think I'll put one in the basement and age that fucker and see how it goes. So I'm still doing this channel. May of next year, I'll open this fucker. What day is today? May 11th. So May 11th next year. Set your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have one open and see how it compares to this. And it's really good out of the fucking gate. Like they obviously matured it fairly well. Like I was speculating that they were going to, because all the flavors do come together really well. There's nothing like super big that's like taking over the entire thing. And sometimes you'll get that in an imperial stout that is like super young. So they've let this one sit for a little while, unless I'm totally mistaken. I don't believe I am. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm going to sip on this. I'm going to relish this. Only having one of these tonight, so that'd be. But yeah, this is really fucking good. It's not. I'm not going to say it's Tinfitty level good, and I don't even know how Tinfitty rates anymore. Is Tinfitty even made anymore by Oscar Blues? I have no idea. I'm so zoned out of like the general beer culture, have been for several years now, that I just don't keep up with that shit anymore. Like as bad as it sounds, like I just don't participate in the beer community. There's still plenty of old school beer tubers who still do stuff. Sometimes I'll check a couple people out, but I really don't keep up with what's going on in the beer world all that much. So, and that's partly because I'm very introverted and just like to do my own thing, but also because Nova Scotia has gotten so good for beer that I've not had to venture really outside of Nova Scotia for beer. There's always like new interesting beers in Nova Scotia that I can fucking try, or from the Maritimes. That's why I'm specialized, the sort of rebirth of my channel around maritime beers exclusively, because I felt like we got to the point where I could just talk about maritime beers and be full of things to review and talk about. So, um, but yeah, like if Tin Fitty is still around and it's still great, um, this is approaching Tin Fitty. Like it's not quite there, but it's very close. Uh, and I'm trying to think of like other great imperial stouts I've had, barrel aged imperial stouts. Like it's up there in that sort of echelon of the ones that were like really wowing me like 10 years, 15 years ago, whatever. Wouldn't be 15 years ago, would it, at this point? My God, I'm fucking old. But yeah, it wouldn't be 15. It would be, oh, maybe the 10, at least 10 years. But yeah, I'm gonna say style wise, like it hits all the fucking marks. It's it's got everything you basically want, unless you're Paul and you want like something so thick that it's like fucking molasses or honey or just whatever, right? Where you have to chew the shit to get it down your throat. Um, but I think it hits all the marks. Like it medium bodied, it's got all the classic notes. Maybe the only thing is it doesn't do anything like super special out of the bounds of what the style is. So, like keeping that in mind, I'm going to give it a 9 for style because I have had better that have like done the style slightly better and have blown my mind. This is close to blowing my mind. I'm trying to like not let the wave of nostalgia for all those old beers that sort of tasted like this to like skewer my thoughts on this. Um, my own personal preference, fuck, I would drink this anytime. It's fucking great. I love it. I can't wait to hopefully live a year and be able to come back and try the bottle I'm going to put away to see how that turns out. Um, I'm going to give it a 10. Fuck it. I'm going to give it a 10. I think it's that good. Mm. Oh, yes, that dark fruit, back of the throat, caramel washing over it. So good. So good. Well, Tatamagouche fucking knocked it out of the park when it came to like brewing something special for the 10th anniversary. This Solitude, and I mean, barrel aged imperial stouts are kind of a dime a dozen still these days. Like, I know it's not done as much as it was like at the height of like people just chasing fucking whales left and right, kind of thing. Like around 5-10 years ago, whatever it was. But fucking man, this fucking is great. It's just so like peak beer nerddom resurgence, craft beer nerddom. It's kind of peak that era of like those really great imperial stouts that came out. It kind of reflects that. It's kind of looks back at that. Um, I love it. Again, Tatamagouche fucking knocking it out of the park again. Well done. Well fucking done. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this beer. I got no other beers to review tonight. I definitely got other beers to drink tonight. Although, I might cut those down in half considering, oh yeah, this is a 12% beer. This is gonna get my night started fairly well. So nothing more to say. Tatamagouche, their Solitude Imperial Stout. It's still at their store. You can still buy it. 11.5% alcohol by volume, and it is excellent. Grab, at the very least, do yourself a favor and grab 2. Do the fucking aging thing like I'm gonna do. Put 1 away for a year. See how it. I have a feeling this is going to be really good. A year in the cellar. It might get 10s across the board after a year in the cellar, instead of a 9 for style and a 10 for personal preference. We might get 2 10s when we do the re-review. We'll see. That'll be in a year's time. But until then, and hopefully I'll have some more reviews between now and that year going by. But cheers. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to fuck off. Goodbye.